take your extension. Now I'm using a 3 clip weft. You could use 2 2s, you could use a 2 and a 1. So we're going to clip this a little bit different. So we're not going to clip it across ways like that, okay? With fine hair, it's so difficult to cover these clips. Just don't even bother. Instead, you're going to take a comb or your fingers and you're going to part your hair through the middle all the way to the nape of the neck. Next, I'm going to put a tiny bit of back comb where the clips are going to sit. So my first clip's going to sit not too high up, guys, because we need to cover it, okay? So I've taken out these little bits of hair, then I'm going to come back a little bit, and about here is where I'm going to put my first bit of back comb on the left-hand side of my head, okay? So just a little bit. So, hair extensions, what we're going to do is the hair is going to be pointing. It's going to sit on the left-hand side, the wefts are, right? But we want the hair to flow that way, not this way. So let me show you what I mean. So I'm not going to put it in that way, which is the normal way, because obviously that's your hair, okay? We're going to put it in on the left-hand side, but flowing this way. And then I'm just going to pop the first weft just there. The first clip, sorry. Like so. So I'm feeling where the next little clip is, guys. On the part line, it's about there. So that's where I'm going to put in my little bit of back comb. Just pop that weft in there, clip it down. So it's nearly sitting directly at the centre of my head, but the hair's flowing this way, okay? And then your last one. Right at the nape of the neck, guys, clip it down. And that is what you're left with, okay? So essentially all you've done is added a thick layer of hair going through the centre of your head, like that. Now, one of the issues with me braiding hair is when you're dragging your hair up to meet a braid, when you've got very fine hair, you are basically exposing a very thin area for most people, not all people, but definitely for me. So what we're going to do, we're going to grab a piece, I'm going to keep it quite narrow, but I'm going to go far enough back so I'm also grabbing a little bit of extension hair as well. So all that is extension hair. Okay. So I've grabbed that hair and we're going to break it into 3, guys, okay? So I'm holding with one hand, 2 fingers go through, breaking it into 3. Now this side here hasn't got any extension hair, so I'm just going to make sure I borrow a bit. So all 3 pieces have got a little bit of extension hair going in there. Now, the aim of the game is you've got a middle section, outside sections, and the outside sections keep going underneath the middle, and then you incorporate hair. So the first few stitches you don't add anything in. So I'm going to start, okay, so I'm going to go under the middle. And again, this one now, under the middle. One more time, under the middle. So this one here that I've just taken under the middle is now going to have some hair added to it. But again, don't grab a massive section like that. Keep it kind of narrow to start with. We're going to slice up. And let's just see if we can add in a little bit of extension hair again. And that's now added into that section. Okay, so now we go back to the beginning, which is this one is going to go under the middle. And we're ready to add some more hair. Again, guys, try not to go a big section. Think of it like a triangle, okay? Until you get by the ear, you want to be taking the tiniest bit from the top, going slightly wider. So it's almost like a triangular section, not a rectangle. So, tiny bit from the top, sweeping back, trying to grab some extension hair, adding it into this section here. Smooth it out. Back to the beginning, guys. I am going to tip my head the other way in a minute. You'll be able to see better. So that's my middle section. This one on the left hand side is going to go whoop underneath. Still taking small bits, sweeping backwards, trying to grab some extension hair as well. When you're happy, This right hand one goes underneath. And I'm going to try now to swap over so you can see from the back. So I've just added in from this side, guys, picked up this top section. So we've got 1, 2, 3. This is my middle one. This one goes underneath, hold with my little thumb and forefinger. Taking a section of hair, trying to grab some of that extension hair as well, put it into that sort of pincer, and then just using my fingers to smooth that out. Grabbing this section on the top, that's now my middle, so the right one comes underneath, taking a section of hair, grabbing some extension hair, smoothing it out, grabbing this piece on top, and this left hand one now goes underneath. So this right hand is ready to accept this left hand section. So look what I do. It goes under, and then this little pincer grabs hold of that hair. That one just sits on top out my way. I don't need to worry about that one. This one's now ready to accept hair on this left hand side. Go back to that top section, the one that's kind of just flowing over the top. Grab hold of it, so it's like my full hand, my full fist is going round that. Little finger closest to the head. These fingers go underneath this one, ready to grab that one, and now this one's ready to accept more hair. Back to the top, 2 fingers swings underneath this one, grabbing the other one, get more hair. So I'm taking that last section, adding it in, and then I'm just going to braid down a little bit. Now I'm just going to do some pulling out like I did before, but this time round I've got a little bit more length and more thickness, so I'm just holding on and teasing out. Holding on, teasing out. Take your time. You can always do a bit and then a little bit more, and then we'll work on the braid that's actually on the hair. And now I'm going to go in, guys, and I'm just going to hold that braid with one hand and gently tease out with the other. So once you're happy with how big you've got your braid, you could probably go bigger than this. I'm going to just come back to the front. So all my little broken bits have kind of fallen down there, which is another reason why I like to leave these side bits, because if they were up, what do I do with them? Do I spray them back? Do I pin them? Whereas as now, I can just allow these bits to come down and it all looks like it should be there. So I'm just going to put a little bit of back comb on this side, because this side likes to go boop and that side likes to go pff. So just to kind of stevens them out. And then I'm just going to put a little bend to the hair. I'm just using my straighteners just so it's not quite straight. I'll just show you a little quick view again from the back. So nice chunky braid, no clips showing from the side. You can pull it bigger if you want to. A little bit of extra length as well. So a little bit of a bonus style here, guys. You can sort of like turn this into more of an updo if you wanted to. Just kind of grab hold of these side bits, give them a little bit of a tease out, just to soften that front look. And then just take hold of this braid, guys. Give it a little twizzle. Take hold of a hairpin and just pin that into place. And give it another little pull out, little tease out. I kind of want it to look kind of messy. Can you see I'm holding it though? I don't just kind of pull at it. And then just keep checking in that mirror, guys. So one mirror here, one mirror behind you, if the balance is right. But that is just a little kind of like updo version of it, made it a bit fancier. What do you think? So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please drop a comment below if you've got any more ideas. Don't forget to drop a comment if you've had a hair disaster. I'd love to see that, read it, maybe avoid it. And I'll see you next week for another video. Bye.